Harry and Meghan have got the South Park treatment. The episode has just gone to air in the United States. And Harry and Meghan, well, they were treated like the prince and princess of me that they deserve to be. Here's just a little taste.
This is an outrage! We'll just see how he deals with my blue penis!
They're now releasing a version for kids. I don't know if you know about this. It's a twist on The Princess and the Pea. It's called The Prince and the Pea.
That must be so hard. Just another notch in the belt for their trauma.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Jesus, what did they do to you?
There's so many moments of truth in that episode that makes it so funny.
And the bit I love about it is the brand management and the sequence about brand management. Harry actually gets convinced by the South Park gang that he needs to be a bit more authentic. Have a look.
He's right. Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we?
With this garbage, where apparently Harry and Meghan want to sue the makers of South Park for being hilarious.
So, we'll see you in court. You know, I have been so deeply upset by this.
Okay, so here it is. Everyone still remembers that crazy privacy tour episode from South Park, and Meghan is still stressing over it, phone in hand, lawyer on call, shouting sue them all because the shade was so heavy it felt like a castle, and the truth is, South Park is not stopping anytime soon.
Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy.
South Park rules.
Fucking rule.
They went at Harry and Meghan.
She's
suing them. And they're trying to sue him. It's like, don't
What are
fucking
you're suing South Park?
kick that hornet's nest. Do not do it.
They hurt our feelings. Our feelings are hurt. Respect our policy. South Park's racist and misogynistic.
They think, so you know, I never ask for attention. It just naturally seems to want to find me.
It's a mystery.
Hazawaza keeps saying that I have charisma, but I just think I'm relatable.
Now the internet just cannot look away. What started as a simple cartoon gag has blown up into a full circus. TikTok is stuck on repeat, Twitter is going wild, and YouTube is packed with reactions. South Park did not only roast Meghan and Harry, they dropped a hit that fans are still buzzing about.
Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir?
Of course, the reason we laugh is because it's true.
And the reality is you can't sue a cartoon. It's satire.
Meghan, oh, I've missed you.
Hi.
I heard you weren't getting along with Dorit.
What?
She hates delete.
Word on the street is that even if Meghan keeps filing lawsuits, South Park is not backing down at all, and the hot gossip says their next episode could show her in some over-the-top pregnancy parody twerking scene. And if that really drops, the internet will go crazy while she completely loses her cool.
Why are we so mad today? Because we want our privacy.
Every grievance, every private conversation, every subtle slight turned into a headline, from Oprah to Spotify to Netflix, to staged whispers in People magazine. It's been non-stop. The worldwide privacy tour on South Park, it's come to life. That's what we're witnessing in this hospital room right here.
A fucking friend. Fuck that. Fucking fuckers. Fuck. And that's his first word.
The thing about South Park is they never just leave a joke alone. They always come back with something even crazier. So Meghan has to watch out, because just one embarrassing clip from her phone and those guys could have the next episode planned out before the day even ends.
We need to protect South Park at all costs. It's unbelievable.
You said it. I mean, I think that possibly they could be. The only people who are busier than Harry when writing his book and Meghan while doing the Netflix series are Harry and Meghan's lawyers. They have been firing off legal letters to all and sundry. I mean, everybody that anybody has had one from Harry and Meghan, and they don't like things being written about.
Bye, guys. How was your first day?
I was fired, but they did let me take some expired cake pops home. Want one?
Yes.
Everyone knows South Park has been running for 26 seasons, and this American cartoon never holds back. They toss pop culture jokes around like confetti, but the people they poke fun at usually do not laugh. And sometimes they get so worked up about it that the whole thing turns into major drama.
A program like South Park has deemed them, look, they lampoon a lot of things, and that's the whole point of the points of the program. They like to prick bubbles in people's ego. Well, they've done it, and in that case...
What's your favorite drink? We'll make that first.
I really love tea. I've always wanted to know how to make it.
Our most basic drink other than water.
I'd love to know how to make that one too.
How to make water?
Yes.
How I prepare water for my guests. Some water that I got from the spring in my backyard. Whatever you do, don't use tap water. I'm just gonna sneak a taste. You flower petal. H is always calling water water, and there you have it.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone. The masterminds behind South Park have once again set the media on fire, this time by clowning a royal couple that has been living in the spotlight ever since their love story hit the news in 2016. The episode came packed with jokes so sharp and so over the top that the internet went wild. TikTok could not stop watching, Twitter went into chaos, and YouTube filled up with endless reaction videos.
I'll go it alone, just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Oh, that's awesome. It continues with the appropriate skewering of them running around the world saying, please don't look at us, but look at us, don't look at us, please look at me.
Let's knock the pop time! Leave us alone! Down with the motorhead! Where does all our privacy?
Fans might have been laughing non-stop, but Meghan was definitely not amused. Reports say she was fuming, grabbing her phone, ringing her lawyer, and even plotting to take legal action against South Park for the roast. But honestly, no matter how many times she tries, Trey and Matt are not the kind to back off. If anything, they could fire back with another episode even crazier than before. Maybe even mocking one of her own viral moments just to turn the heat up more.
Which disappoints Harry and Meghan.
And also, you know, it's really hard to sympathize with kind of the complaints and the woes of a couple like this. Again, like the episode said, they're very wealthy. He's been handed everything he has on a platter. You know, they're literal royals. They're living in a multi-million-pound house in Southern California. I mean, really, what grievances do you have that most people can relate?
Everything, Harry. Life is hard. Most people struggle.
I have red hair. I know struggle.
After watching South Park run wild for 26 seasons, the biggest thing everyone has learned is that these guys do not care about rank, status, or fame once you land in their line of fire. The jokes just keep on raining down and there is no shield strong enough to block it. Meghan might try to fight back, but let us be real. She has no chance against two creators who built their empire on fearlessness and a cartoon that lets them say anything with no limits, and that is what makes it impossible for her to win, because the more she reacts, the funnier it gets for them. And honestly, this roast does not feel like someone time gag. It feels like the spark of a whole new saga. And if history tells us anything, it is that South Park will double down, triple down, and keep twisting the knife until the story becomes bigger than she ever imagined.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Meghan. You know, it's Meghan now. People were saying meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
H was at the H has been as H called me with H and H was out and with H.
That I'm trying to replace Harry's mother. Oh, of course not. I specifically only want Harry to think it.
You clearly believe strongly in self-love and self-confidence. Where does that come from?
I'm glad you noticed that.
From the very start, the episode skips past soft humor and throws itself right into brutal roast mode. One of the funniest parts is when a cartoon lawyer named Sir Suit stands tall trying to give this long, serious lecture about defamation law like he is about to change the world with his words, but before he can even get halfway through his big speech, bam! A rubber chicken smacks him straight in the face. The timing is ridiculous, the scene is loud and over the top, and that is exactly what makes it so perfect, because this is the kind of chaos Parker and Stone have turned into an art form. They take something as dry and heavy as legal drama and twist it into pure madness with bright colors, crazy timing, and humor that hits harder than the chicken itself, showing once again why South Park always manages to turn real issues into unforgettable cartoon moments.
Let's cross the speed of setting off fireworks, and it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, is it the Prince of Canada and his wife who just want to be left alone?
Yes, they're being super loud and I'm trying to work on my brand. You guys, I am so sorry. I totally was going to play with you guys online, but the Prince of Canada and his wife moved in across the street from me. They had this huge jet parked in front of my house, and then they kept trying to get me to buy their stupid book and...
Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim. Yeah, that's totally me.
Wow, look at all these people. You weren't kidding when you said Suits was a global and cultural phenomenon.
That's not my class. It's an AA meeting.
Oh.
Each step Meghan makes feels like it could flip into the next South Park punchline, and instead of that scaring them off, it only fuels them even more to push harder. Because for Parker and Stone, this is not a warning. It is practically an open green light. These two have made a career out of mocking entire belief systems, religions, politicians, and public figures, all without even flinching. And the idea that a single celebrity could step in and stop their wave of humor is almost laughable. It is like trying to shut down a rock concert with a whisper, or trying to hold back a storm with nothing but an umbrella. And in the end, South Park has proven time and time again that they are untouchable. When they want to roast someone, they will do it, and there is no way to turn down the volume.
And then people kept wanting to get a picture. You know, because I'm on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, a lot of people coming up to us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and I brought some of my homemade ketchup. I'm coming out with a line of condiments, ketchups, mustards, that sort of thing.
Meghan, I'm begging you to stop now.
TV works in a funny way because outrage is like rocket fuel for attention. The more people get angry, the more the views keep climbing. And in the middle of all this, South Park ends up winning some big sponsors might have backed out pretending to be shocked. But for every nervous brand that leaves, there is always another eager to jump in and stick their ad beside a royal level roast. And let us be real, Parker and Stone have been playing this exact game since the days of slow dial-up internet. They know exactly how to turn backlash into profit.
Actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy. And you know what else? To hell with Canada. We are leaving. We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people. Come on, wife. We want privacy.
Okay, I see. And then you added your husband to your friends and family account. You must be the Royal Prince Millionaire World Traveler victim. That's right.
Here comes the twist. Meghan waving around legal threats, which is exactly the kind of rocket fuel South Park thrives on. What was meant to be a simple roast turned into the must-watch circus of the year with memes flooding every feed, TikTok full of reenactments, and YouTube packed with explainers. And instead of damage control, the only thing happening now is South Park dreaming up their next move, with whispers going around that they might even drop a fake royal ketchup ad in the sequel just to turn up the chaos.
So all you'd have to do is Instagram yourself using my ketchup. It'd be a huge help.
I see. Well, that's something we'll definitely think about.
So yeah, we're hoping the ketchups and mustards are going to be sold at Whole Foods, which, you know, would be huge. Oh, and they're all organic in case anyone was wondering.
We weren't. That's two today.
There's not enough liquor in the world to make you tolerable.
People around Meghan are said to be panicking not out of loyalty, but because they keep going through her Netflix special like investigators at a disaster scene, watching each part and realizing almost every moment could be turned into a South Park meme bomb. The trouble is, there is no safe scene to protect her, and in the world of entertainment, there is one rule: you never challenge a cartoon that feeds on outrage like it is their morning meal.
How was your audition?
The show was canceled by the time I got there.
Well, we don't need you to work anyway because I'm able to find this.
What happened to your ring?
I gave it to the working people.
We're the working people.
He seems to be doing well.
What the fuck is going on with Harry?
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
Every time Meghan decides to fight back, the South Park creators sharpen their comedy even more. And people need to remember, these two are not ordinary writers. They have already survived storms way bigger than hers. They laughed through celebrity meltdowns. They stood strong against political bans, and they even thrived during full-scale moral panics. No matter what came their way, they turned it into content and always came out stronger. But instead of learning from history, Meghan seems to be walking right into the trap. She is dangerously close to becoming the textbook cautionary tale, the celebrity who thought she could rewrite the internet and silence a cartoon, but instead ended up giving that cartoon more fuel, more material, and more power than ever before. And the irony is, the harder she pushes, the louder the laughter gets, because with South Park, every attempt to shut them down only gives them another reason to go bigger, crazier, and wilder, turning a single roast into a never-ending saga that keeps her name alive for all the wrong reasons.
Clearly a parody. This kind of comedy sketch has been upheld time and time again by our Supreme Court. I realize things are a little weirder over in Great Britain, but they've got absolutely no case. Their real problem is they've become an international laughingstock. And for that, they don't have South Park to blame. They have only themselves to blame.
At this stage, the whole thing is not really about whether Meghan can win the battle or not. It is more about whether South Park will even have enough airtime to pack in all the endless material she keeps throwing their way like gifts on a silver platter. The internet is already busy creating memes and punchlines faster than anyone can count, and Trey Parker and Matt Stone do not even have to try hard. They just sit back, pick through the best ones, and sharpen them into jokes that cut even deeper, making sure every episode hits harder than the last.
Idea. We could change the course of history. You always say that, but doesn't history pretty much suck? I mean, the Crusades, Hitler, Prince Harry marrying Meghan Markle. Again? Oh, like all of your wives are so much better.
My name is Megan Sussex now. Call me Meghan Markle one more time, Mindy fucking Kaling.
Instead of quieting things down, Meghan has only made the noise louder. What began as one small joke from a cartoon has grown into a global roast, with each punchline echoing bigger than the last. And the real twist here is that in her attempt to guard her image, she has gifted South Park exactly what they crave the most: unlimited material to keep the spotlight blazing. So if you want more juicy royal drama and the kind of gossip no one else dares to spill, then make sure you stick with Jacob Reports. Hit that subscribe button. Keep watching and join the family, because the tea here never runs out.